What's going on, snappers? Fucking light over there. Well, I could turn on the big light, but we're gonna play with this fucking Pixar light over here. The one that you see out the fucking Disney movies. It's Fizz. What up, snappers? I'm a raw dude. I have raw info. I like to raise awareness and spread truth and help people and discuss on a bunch of topics. If you have any, let me know. I'd be inspired. I'm based everything off experience and feeling, less stated otherwise, which usually doesn't happen. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, in the experience box. Tell your tall tale. Let it all out. Tell the fairy tale. I'd love to hear it. In your opinion. I have other videos. This isn't the only one, and I range on a whole bunch other topics outside of health, though I do talk about health. We're going to talk about my favorite book, which coincidentally is a health book. And I am not, I haven't read a lot of books in my lifetime, nor do I really like reading for that matter. And not that I have anything wrong with books, I just do other things and have, in my opinion, better things to do than reading books. And I feel sometimes I don't need to read books, but reading books can be inspiring to go be a transit to the next thing, a transport to the afterlife, a whole different dimension of creativity. And I usually don't do, like I said, book reviews. I do have one, and I have a couple, and I only would even do it unless I really hated the book. But books that I really hate, I ain't really finish. I can tell you that now. I just felt obligated to stop. And it's like almost 4 in the morning right now, but I've just been feeling froggy, taking that leap. And yeah, so we got I did do like one book review before on this channel. So we're coming to this other one. Like I said, I'm not super big into books again, but I will tell you the best book. I have the best book that I've ever read to this date. Beats all other books by far. No one even touches upon it. And health-wise, this is the best book I've ever read. And you can search on the internet. People are charging on the high for it. And it's hard to find. But you can find it, but they charge on the high. It is, I don't know if you fucking see it. It's The Primal Diet We Want to Live by Autogenous Wander Planets. And so I wasn't really going to do a book review, but maybe we'll do a 2-in-1. I just wanted to say I really love this book, and more so people put me on to this book, and I'm even more thankful. I would rate this book 5 out of 5. It's phenomenal. No one talks about the stuff in this book health-wise, and it's like what I was looking for, a book I was looking for throughout my whole life. And I really think the guy's funny, the interesting story, because it is a lot of health, but he also plays a story into it. And the way he tells a story, it's like kind of hard to believe, though regardless of you believe it or not, I get humor in it, and I think it's hilarious whether I believe it or not. And I think the dude's totally hilarious, and that's the best part about it. And I really like his sense of humor and the way he goes into detail about things, because he really lets you know, and you could tell he's really dedicated. There's no one like him. Of course, that's what makes the individual anyway, but he's unique, and he has his own individuality, so to speak. We'll change the camera. We'll get the other face in there. And it's Autogenous Wander Planets We Want to Live, expanded and revised in 2005. I don't know if that's when this book was made, but I'm not sure when it was wrote. I could find out. The Primal Diet talks about, eating food raw. That's all food raw. I would highly recommend this to anybody, anyone who wants to get in any type of health, this book, because food to me is the number one thing. I don't want to seem like fatty, but if you have to eat, which everyone usually eats, and overeats and eats the wrong foods anyway, if you eat, you should get this book. And if you're in health, you should get this book. This is the best book. Gonna keep hitting the book. I'm gonna freaking hit this book so much it's gonna freaking be embedded into my leg. Like I said, I'd rate it 5 out of 5. For the story, the sense of humor, and just the health tips in general, it's excellent. It's like one of those books you just cannot stop reading either, especially if you're really in the health, which I don't understand how you couldn't be unless you're healthy and not knowing, healthy don't care, or just in some other ways of healing, I guess, or health. This is like the best book. Like I said, it is quite expensive, but definitely worth it. And people are charging on the high for this. You can usually get it though for like 40 bucks. Uh, it's just really interesting. His take on everything is really interesting. I know he has like a few other books. I don't have those. I just got this recently, but I read it like so fast. And there's so much this is a book just to have always. Someone should always have this book. Unless you actually live in the wild, you might not need the book. But this book is as wild as it gets. This book was freaking probably in a lost treasure chest somewhere in the Caribbean islands, and there's probably a lost map in a freaking bottle with a cork on it with an X spot inside the map that has a treasure chest just to this book, because this book is this. It's all that I'm hyping it up to be, and it really is. I've never read any book that's as real, just being real for one, and consistent in showing results. You cannot go wrong. This book is a big plus, and a lot of positives. And it's a unique read, and I really like the sense of humor. It kind of like binds it all together. Like if it was like, it's relatively easy to understand too. I just wanted to show, I wasn't really doing a book review. I just wanted to show that it was the best book that I've ever read. And might be the only book you need to read. I'm being so serious too. So you might want to read other books depending on what your taste are and what you like. I recommend this for anybody that's in the health. I recommend it to everybody. Shit. And I love his take. Like I said, I just want to show my appreciation and love. Yeah. And hopefully you'll grab the book or even look into it. And it's really inspiring, and I really like it. That's all I have to say. Thanks for tuning in. Check out some of my other videos. This isn't my only one. This is more so appreciation post, but since I did go into a little detail, I guess I'll do a book review. Call it a book review, 5 out of 5 for sure. It's definitely worth having. This is the only book that I have to have. I wouldn't even recommend it. It's a have to. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you heard a book, or you're going to get the book, or you'd like to know more about it, or you like books in general. Give me a thumbs down if you never read a book. Don't give a shit about a book, and you would burn down a library if you could. Thanks for tuning in. I'm a raw dude. I give raw experiences. In the experience box below, let me know how you feel. it would be very inspiring. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time, and I'm here to raise awareness. Every time there's a hard surface, I just bang on it. Thanks for tuning in. It's Fizz. What up, snappers? I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a great day. A humongous pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that you have a lot of flavor and see ya.